30 years ago, the first geothermal power plant was brought online in Mammoth Lakes. Shortly after, the Long Valley Hydrologic Advisory Committee was developed to keep an eye on the project and make sure there were no effects to the groundwater. And in 1990, the Mammoth Geothermal Power Plant complex was expanded and entered into a rigorous water monitoring and mitigation program. With the Casa Diablo 4 project, Ormat has promised to continue to uphold stringent mitigation measures and will even shut down the project if there are any adverse effects. The Mammoth Community Water District's water expert publicly said, "Existing publicly available studies and data do not indicate significant interaction between the upper coldwater aquifer and the much deeper geothermal reservoir." But now the water district is claiming that there will be adverse effects threatening the town's water supply. Why the change? The CD4 project represents the ideal in prudent development. For over 30 years, data has been gathered and analyzed with the potential effects as the focus of numerous scientific studies. In 2006, the very wells Ormat plans to use for the expansion were developed and continue providing geothermal fluid to the existing facility. This is the perfect pilot project testing for potential impacts. There have been none. Why hasn't the MCWD made a big deal out of our impact? Because there hasn't been any. You may have heard that the geothermal system is located directly below the groundwater. This is inaccurate too. Fact is, it is actually separated by 1.75 miles on the surface and 1,500 feet of solid rock beneath the surface. That's a lot of distance that will never be crossed by either body of underground water. Ormat is committed to safe operations. It's good for the town of Mammoth Lakes. It's good for the environment. It's good for our business. The current generation at Casa Diablo offsets over 200,000 tons of carbon dioxide each year. We contribute over $1 million per year in property taxes, employ 25 full-time employees, and have contracts with many local vendors. Direct local purchases for the existing facility total $1 million annually. The CD4 project will bring $13.3 million to the region, 182 construction jobs, and even more property taxes. For 30 years, the Mammoth Geothermal Power Plant complex has continued to provide reliable, economical, and clean power with no adverse impact to groundwater. Here's to even more successful, safe geothermal development.